cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. It's time again.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is Music Monday, and I'm your host, Slash. And with me, I got Comedian 96, K Money, Freddie G. Together, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, The 52 Scott Podcast. All right, welcome back to Music Monday. If y'all was with us last week, we talked about hip-hop collaborations. Well, this week, we're going to do rap and R&B collaborations. Good show. Some of these songs you might remember, some of them you might not, but if you don't remember it, just go back when you get a chance, Google it, and leave in the comments if this was a good song or not. So this is not no necessarily order. It's not the best from one to whatever. So it's just a list, and we're gonna mention some of these collaborations. So the first one I want to mention is "Crazy in Love," Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Of course they're gonna be in there. That was a nice one though.
Yeah.
I dig that one. Really, really great song. I think this is when Beyonce was Beyonce to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's a different person now.
Yeah.
As far as her style of music now, she's more pop, but we know she just recently did a country tune too. But this,
topping the charts.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this Beyonce on this song, "Crazy in Love," Beyonce was black at this point. I mean, she's still black, of course.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
But she was for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good song from her and Jay-Z. "You Got Me" by The Roots featuring Erykah Badu, Tyreek Trotter, and Eve. That was a pretty good song. The Roots, anything with The Roots on it.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Yeah.
I'm a pretty much listen to anything with
Baby,
with The Roots.
don't worry, you know that you.
Yeah,
got
that's
me.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that old school one. I had to remember.
So here go another hot one. I know y'all remember this one. "You're All I Need to Get By."
Method Man
and Mary J.
Dope.
Man, I'm talking about this when music was, it was more or less about having a good time. The lyrics that they were saying.
It was that feel good.
It was feel good music.
Here's a slept on little sample in there. Biggie.
Yeah.
Cry together, die together.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Right.
It sure is. Yeah, that made it hot. They put Biggie on there.
Biggie's in there.
Yep.
All right.
So look, this was another good one.
Been a producer, Freddie G. Already.
So look, this is another good one. "If I Rule the World" by Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
That was a jam.
Yes, sir.
That's a classic, actually.
Hey, check it out. Original "I Rule the World."
What original?
Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
Oh yeah.
It sure was.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
It sure was Curtis Blow. And that came from way back.
Uh-huh.
Early 80s, right?
Early 80s.
Early
Yeah.
80s.
Okay, Curtis Blow did his thing, but then they rocked it,
Already.
So, 03 Bonnie and Clyde, Jay-Z and Beyonce. They in it again.
God, I think that was better than the.
Well, that was the one Tupac used that same music.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend.
Me and my girlfriend.
Me and my girlfriend.
And his
Yep.
girlfriend was a gun.
That's a gun. Yep.
Exactly. So they redone it. It's the 03 Bonnie and Clyde by them two. That was a good song though. Nice hot single.
Yep.
I can dig that. And Kanye West was involved in that song. So, of course.
Well, I'm waiting for one that's local. It better be on there.
A local song?
He's our or not a local artist. He's not an artist, but he's one of our big artists here in Houston. So I ain't gonna say his name yet.
Oh, okay. So do y'all remember this? I know y'all remember this. No Diggity, Blackstreet. And,
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Dr. Dre crashed that. Actually, I wonder who
now
wrote his part.
Who wrote it? Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Who wrote
somebody
that?
went hard on Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dre delivered it, the way he should have.
Yeah, he did.
Good song, man. I mean, it was a good club jam. See, this was back when you can go to the club and have a good time, man.
Now we don't know who wrote it, but I'm just gonna take a wild guess. That sound like something that DOC would write.
No diggity, no doubt.
Just
Dre's verse.
I would say Warren.
Now I can see that.
What about Warren G? You don't think he would?
Now because Dre and Warren G didn't do a lot of work together.
They didn't do a lot of work.
Now, Warren G was doing his own thing with the Dog Pound.
Oh,
okay. He never really got with Dre and did it. They never really did nothing.
I want to know who wrote that verse. Maybe. Interesting.
DOC, I could believe. I could believe maybe DOC. Somebody out of there.
You know what? Who wrote the Montel Jordan? Whoever wrote his, whenever he rapped or did his rap parts, probably the same person. Because it's the same style if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because when he tried to rap, Montel, it just was basically like Dre. I'm being honest.
Only You 112 featuring Biggie Smalls and Mace was a jam. Another club jam.
That's a club jam. Yep.
Yeah, another club banger. But again, like I say, that's back when you could enjoy going in the club, and we was a little younger then, so yeah, we could go in the club, have a good time, enjoy the drinks, enjoy the looks, the views. But now it's just a little different, and I guess maybe because I'm a little older, I don't like being in crowded spaces, where people too close on you. You want to have your space. So that's why. And the music that they doing now is not giving that type of vibe anyway.
Not at all.
It's totally different from these songs that's on this list. So we got Can't Knock the Hustle, Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige. Wonderful song. That was a dangerous song. Anything that Mary J. kind of jumped on as far as hook wise, you can kind of rock with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She knew how to attack every track that she got on and how to use her voice as an instrument to blend with it and not overcrowd it.
That was a P. Diddy production, huh?
Yeah. Can't Knock the Hustle. So Dilemma. Nelly and Kelly Rowland. That was a jam.
That was a jam.
Yeah. Yep. And that was one of them love songs, of course. And again, the songs now are not made like this.
Yeah.
The content in that song that they did, you just don't hear that type of content.
Look, that was the last era of slow dancing. We don't slow dance no more in the clubs. You think about it, back in the day, we did.
Yeah, they don't even play slow music like that in the club. That's not what's popular.
Yeah, that's about the slowest you're gonna get right there. I think that's what did it right there.
Yeah, it's they don't play slow music like that no more.
Exactly.
Okay, the Fantasy remix, Mariah Carey and Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh
man, you know what? That was an odd couple, man.
It was
odd, man.
It was, but the song was a hit.
Dope.
Yeah,
it was.
The song was a hit. You never would have thought Old Dirty Bastard would have been on that song, but she could have got anybody from out of that.
Anybody, yeah.
But when she went and got him,
I'm sitting there thinking, they had that Wu-Tang show on TV, and I'm sitting there trying to think how they did come up doing that song together, because that is a very odd combination.
Yeah. You'd never thought them two would be on a song together. I wouldn't, for the most part.
But it was a banger.
Yeah, it was a banger. It was a banger. Now here's another banger. Excuse Me, Miss, Jay-Z and Pharrell. Yeah. That was a jam, man. And I like if y'all watched the video was really nice too. Pharrell was doing his part. And Jay-Z handled his part really well. Looked like a nice video shoot that they had, man. It just looked, like it was kind of exciting to do,
Yeah.
So that was them, Excuse Me, Miss, Jay-Z and Pharrell. And here go one. Love You Better, LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
And Mark Dorsey.
Yeah.
That was a bad. That was a bad
That's
one.
old
man.
I
school.
can't recall how that goes.
I'm gonna
Gonna
love
love
you
you
better.
You know what's so funny?
I got it.
That song has the same beat at that beat and Ashanti's "You the love for me, oh baby."
Oh yeah.
Same exact beat.
But that's been and that's still happening right now. I'm hearing a lot of new artists, new songs with some of the '90s, earlier '90s hits.
yeah.
You know, from different genres, music genres.
Yeah,
They using that now, the early '90s
Same
music.
beat. I'm like, that is crazy. You take those beats, those two songs, same beat.
Yeah. Now this is one that I know everybody used to jam. Tupac featuring KC and JoJo. How do you want it?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man, that hoe was jam.
That was that. Oh, that was when Pac came out. That was that album with Dr. Dre that he did in that video.
That was the double CD. All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, All Eyes on Me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. That
Yeah,
whole
that's where
album
that come
was-
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had double CD.
Yeah.
Both sides, both discs was jamming.
Yeah.
You couldn't miss with
Start
Pac,
to
man.
finish.
Pac was the shit, bro.
And he collabed with a lot of people on that one.
Yeah, he had a lot of people on that album. With that double CD album. So here's a good one: More Money, More Problems. Biggie Smalls featuring Diddy, Mace, and Kelly Price. Now I wonder what happened to Kelly Price, because Kelly Price was jamming.
Yeah, she was.
She got on that talk. Once you get on that messy R&B show, your career is pretty much over. I mean, think about it.
What show you talking about?
R&B, any R&B diva messy show. Once you hit that, it's over.
Any of those, for
I
that
mean,
matter,
yeah. Once
reality
you-
shows.
yeah, once you hit
as
that-
an artist.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. A lot of them reality show cats, man. They're doing that because they're not as big as they were.
Right,
were.
exactly.
Or they trying to,
But if you,
So
I'm
once
glad-
you get there, it's like, okay.
I'm glad a lot of. Well, that's another show for another
Some
time.
are, man.
I'm
I
glad
beg
a
to
lot
differ
of
on that
ladies,
one.
a lot of ladies like Tamia and who else
Say it
didn't go
again.
on there? Shanice, people like that still sing and their career's not, it ain't at the top, but they didn't go on that show.
Well, man,
so I,
I
they
still
got
don't
a
know
little.
what show you speaking. It's not like you referring to a specific show.
All of them, any Atlanta house, R&B divas, R&B house, all that R&B, and they go on those shows and do that, and they do all that.
I don't recall
You know.
Kelly Price being on.
Yeah, she was on one. She was very
Which
messy
one?
too.
Which one?
I don't know the name of it, but I watched it a couple of times. But she was so messy, I stopped watching those shows. It was years ago. I remember. I watched it. She was
Well, I
very
think Candy
messy.
Burris is
and I
still
was a-
doing something.
I was a Kelly Price fan. So
What do you think about Candy?
oh, you lying?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
lying.
but when you
I'm
think,
getting them wrong.
When you think about Candy Burris, she's more songwriting.
Right.
Right.
Oh, come
Behind
on.
the
So let me
scenes type.
Yeah, versus
Let me
putting
retract.
out
Let me
some
retract. Let me retract. It wasn't Kelly Price. I apologize. It was Angie Stone. That's who it was. Angie Stone was on them shows.
So this whole
I keep
time,
getting them told. Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole time,
yeah.
you went
All
back
the way
and forth
in. Yeah, and it was Kelly Price and Angie Stone.
with the wrong
Wow.
person.
Wrong person. So sorry. Forgive me,
What a
Kelly
hammer.
Price.
And it's
What an
right
animal
there.
stick is. Give me the animal stick.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we need to use this. Y'all gonna get to see this one day, But we got a animal beater that we have to use.
Just imagine Bam Bam on Fred Flintstone,
Man.
that club. he used to
Yeah,
have.
and it's
Wow.
orange with little green dots.
So this one, Ready or Not, the Fugees.
Yes.
Oh yeah, good one.
I like that one. That's a classic, actually.
That was on the classic album, so I mean that whole
Now,
album.
hold on, Ready or Not, that's the Fugees by themselves.
Yeah,
So would that be considered a collab?
I guess because you have a rapper,
But she was a part of the group.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
that kind of
But she was.
triggered
Put
me
an asterisk
too.
by
Yeah,
that
she was
to
a part.
feel like
she was
that.
part of the group.
Yeah,
she
Put
was
an
a
asterisk by
Fuji.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
did
true.
she have her own solo album?
No, she was the Fuji before the solo
But
album.
we
that's
talking-
right.
She was a
right.
Fuji.
Right.
Right.
So
right.
yeah, that's the group. That's not a collab.
Yeah.
It's not a collab. Yeah.
So I wonder why would they do that. So here's a good collab though. Got Till It's Gone, Janet Jackson featuring Q-Tip and Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, I remember.
Jam.
Yes, sir.
The girl singing, it sounds like a pop artist
yeah.
on this track, and the way she delivered the words that she was saying across that beat,
Yeah.
fire.
You know, all Janet songs make you want to just start skipping anyway.
Listen, Janet didn't sing nothing in the hook, but gone.
I know, but they all happy songs. They all upbeat tempo, up tempo.
Well, that's the type of artist Janet was.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know, she had, and I can't say all of her music was uplifting, but I can
I said
say
upbeat tempo, like
that it was kind of party. You know,
Yep.
Janet made party music, and then she made love songs too. You know, made her a really, really good artist.
Yeah.
But I like the collab between her and Joni Mitchell on that hook. That was a good idea to leave Joni Mitchell on that hook like that. Q-Tip probably designed that though, you know, on the cool. So now this was a good one. Pharrell and Snoop Dogg, Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That video. Lord, never mind.
Yeah, anything I think with when you put Pharrell and you collab with Pharrell, if you the right artist, you're gonna come out of there with a hit.
Yeah, he is.
Anytime, man. And I mean, I give him props for that because his sound, for one, he created his own sound in hip hop, you know, which is a really good thing to do for a producer, man. And if you can't make a sound, you know, you really sounding like everybody else. If you're not creative, you gotta be creative.
He named skateboard beats, so hey, that's what it is. Ain't nobody else doing it.
No, he on. So this one was good. Diddy and Faith Evans, I'll Be Missing You. That was the one dedicated to Biggie. Yeah.
I remember that.
And he used that old school beat.
With Sting or Police beat.
Every take.
Who
Yep.
seen that? Sting?
Police. He
I
part of
thought it was
police.
police.
Okay.
Sting was a part of the police.
Yeah, but
he
he
was.
did he go solo or something like that?
He did go solo, but I believe that was a.
Was that a Police album or Sting?
I don't remember.
That's a good question.
I think it was Sting. I think it was a Sting. I want to say Sting. It was Sting. I want to say Sting because I can remember recently seeing the actual, the real song video. I think it was Sting, man. But this next one, Still Not a Player.
Big
Big
Pun.
and Joe. That was a jam, man.
Not a player, I just crush a lot.
Man, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Pun was fire, man. You know, I like Big Pun, rest in peace. But, you know, he was jamming, man.
Didn't they have two versions of that? One with Joe, the singer, and then another one just rapping. Or done with someone else.
I'm not sure, but the collaboration is going to be this Big Pun and Joe one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
is. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they did it.
I thought they had two versions. Yeah.
So, Soldier, Destiny's Child featuring Lil Wayne and T.I.
The forgotten one. That is a good one. That's the one that was forgotten one.
Status ain't hood.
Yeah.
I ain't checking.
Hey, Houston was live,
It was
back,
live
then,
back then.
man. I mean, that was when H-Town was popping, you know. It was a different type of ball game.
You're
out
getting
here,
close,
you know?
but that ain't the one I was thinking about. But go ahead.
Well, that's one out of Houston.
That's one out of Houston.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, 21 Questions, 50
50
Cent,
Cent.
and Nate Dogg.
Anything with Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Anything with Nate Dogg.
Anything with Nate Dogg.
Man, I tell y'all, if y'all had never heard Nate Dogg's old album,
And I didn't.
before,
They had to let me listen to it on the show, y'all.
I
today.
think he only had one album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now, they may have made some greatest hits from it. And he's had a lot of, where he done a lot of features on a lot of different artists, you know, major artists. But anything with Nate Dogg on it, man, you got to check out his album. It's an old album, but I tell you, it's very interesting.
It's some good Sunday listening music right
Yes,
there.
it is.
Yeah,
It's
what is it called? My Music and
My
Me?
Music and Me. Yeah, I remember jamming that, man, way back. But that's what we used to ride to, period. That was it. If you didn't have Nate Dogg's CD or something in your car, you wasn't really jamming that, man.
Sunday fun day music.
You know?
Yeah.
So we got Run the Streets by Tupac, featuring Michelle A,
Miss LA. Yeah.
Storm, and another person. I can't really pronounce that. Mutah. But anyway, I remember that was a jam, and it was a classic because some of the girls would be singing that song.
Is that the one? You can run the streets with your
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest with y'all. I love all of Tupac's music, but I felt that particular song was kind of thrown together. It just didn't. It didn't match Tupac's other songs. You get what I'm saying? It's like something was just thrown together.
You
like,
gotta step outside the box as an artist, man.
yeah, but that song I liked. It was all right, but I just wouldn't jam it like that because it just seemed like it was thrown together. Like you just put some artists
But it
on there
was the
and let's put
concept.
Tupac on there. That's how I felt
what
about
you
that
missed
song.
about that song was the concept that they was talking about in the song.
Right,
The girl was saying, "You go do whatever you want to do.
right.
Should be waiting.
I'm gonna be here. Period."
Gotcha.
See, that's pimp shit that you might not understand.
Oh boy, here we go.
You know,
I'm saying
I
the
mean,
music itself. I ain't said nothing about the lyrics. I'm saying just
But that was
That's
the
a part of
concept
it.
of the song. So when you knock it, I'm just
I'm
trying
talking
to
about-
show you what you're knocking.
I'm talking the beats and everything. I'm talking
Music
everything.
was
The
nice.
whole. It was okay. Listen, it wasn't one of
That was a
Tupac's
remake.
greatest.
It was a remake
I don't
beat.
say that it wasn't one of his
yeah, it was an
greatest.
album filler, but all.
There you go, album filler.
But
that's what I would call it. An album filler.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
All the album filler is just not the lead song.
Yeah.
It's just not the song that they're coming out with.
Right.
Every album got album fillers. And some of these songs are just kind of like slept on, but you're like, man, that was a
Exactly.
jamming
That was a
song.
jam.
And you
song.
got to remember, this was a double CD.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's. Yeah,
That's so much music.
Something gonna slip through the cracks. Yeah, you ain't lying.
But
on
it's
that.
That was a
jamming.
banger,
I
bro.
mean,
It was a
it was
banger.
all right. I wouldn't bang on that song. I'm not. I wouldn't.
But
That
you-
ain't one
you-
of the Pac songs I would bang.
So if you was listening to that Pac album,
I would listen to it
You
once.
would skip it.
I wouldn't skip it, I just listen
that's,
to it
I read
once.
that. That's I rest my case.
But the
You
other ones I
not
would
slip
bang
it.
over and over and over and over and over and over.
I'm saying,
But when I get to that one, I would
be
listen.
riding. I'm proud to be
Yeah,
an
American.
American. Well, at least I know I'm free.
oh shit.
So Mary J. Blige and Common come close. I like Mary J's part where she kept it kind of. She didn't go all the way in like Mary could go on it. She just kept it kind of low key because I guess Common's style,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the way he attacked it, she just kind of say, okay, well, I'm gonna just mellow out on it and just ride the beat, which is what Mary's good at. But that's kind of what I like between that song and if y'all saw that video,
Creative.
it was a
Yeah,
creative
very
video.
creative.
So I would vote for this one definitely. You know, so glad that it's on this list. That was a really good song. Now this was a really good song. Into You by Fabulous and Tamia.
Yeah, anything Tamia touch is don't even worry about it. She
Yeah.
got it.
That was fire, you know, and
Yeah.
again it's Fabulous. So you know that's when you put Fabulous on something with Tamia, and that it just blended perfectly. Her style, his style, it all worked out, and the video was nice too. You know, I watched the video. The
That was
video,
another one of them club songs too.
and it was one of them club songs. It was a slower.
It's a slower club song.
You
right.
know, yeah, I like that. That's one of them you could sip wine or whatever with the chick, you know, and
Yeah.
get to know her or whatever you're doing at the time in a nice little section where you may be off to the back.
It was help setting that vibe.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's what that beat did. And see, that's what good music is about.
Exactly.
That's why Cyrus, Comedian 96,
Yeah.
when you were talking about the song, it's about the complete concept. It's when I listen to music, before I judge and say, oh, I don't like the beat, I gotta think, okay, does the beat match the feeling or the emotion that the track is giving?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or does the song match that emotion? Is it the same? So when you talk about Tupac's song "Run the Streets," it felt like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just saying if you felt, you knew it was a player thing going on.
Yeah, all day.
Period. You know.
what she
So
was doing, she was gonna be there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was real player. Now you know you got the right chick.
yeah,
And this is how he had you thinking.
Yeah.
And it kind of molded you as a person, knowing, okay, yeah, I could do what they talk about. If I find the right little chick like that,
And for real, that ain't nothing but a Bunny and Clyde.
that
Same
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah,
same
Bunny,
thing.
Bunny and Clyde.
Yep. It's just on a different.
Just
On a
on a
different-
different
Yeah.
level.
in the hood,
same-
in the
same-
hood level.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it any others on that? And now it's some that we didn't mention. That was really good.
And I thought you done. I was looking for Scarface and Ashanti. That one.
What was the name of it?
Mary.
I thought it was
but it's called Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was.
It was a good collab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I mean, this what it wasn't
Yeah,
a
it
whole
wasn't a whole
list.
list,
Of,
okay.
It's hundreds of good.
I
Yeah.
got so many, but I got an underground one that didn't surface.
Mm-hmm.
It's UGK and Ron Isley. Here we go again. Y'all remember the Isley brother? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I
again.
now it was a remake.
No, they had Ron Isley
Actually on there. Okay, I gotta
And-
go back and listen.
You ain't lying.
And basically the concept is Pimp C and Bun B back together. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Jamming.
Yeah.
Okay, I do
Jam.
vaguely remember. I'm gonna have to go listen.
I gotta
Jam.
go
So
back and
listen.
listen.
I'm gonna
I
have to
know,
listen.
yeah.
See, I missed that one. I gotta
You
get
had that in your hip pocket over
Man,
there,
you know
Freddie G.
Freddie G be on it, man.
God.
Yeah, that's
Hey, y'all can't forget Murder Inc. was pretty much that whole
that whole-
They really
camp was
did.
pretty much a collab of Ashanti and Ja
And
Rule.
Ja Rule. That was
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, music was hot at that time. The music industry have changed so much, y'all. I'm just saying because I could see the styles and the artists back then and what they was doing, the way it was kind of blending. And when I thought about this topic, what it made me do actually was, while I'm mentioning this, was listen to some of the newer music.
Yeah.
Some of the newer artists that we don't listen to, and listen to their collabs. So I listened to a couple of those while I listened to a couple of these, you know.
Yeah.
And what I can say is they got good collabs too, you know, and they got different feels to their music, and I see where they're going, but a lot of them are putting a little bit of techno pop on the hot songs now. So what they doing is they crossing these songs over, but I can understand why doing that now because the market is huge for all kinds of music, you know.
Gotcha.
So
This list wasn't numbered, right, Slash?
no, it wasn't a list of who was the greatest.
But
It's
it was just an all-time,
yeah,
though. Because
just a list.
I got one more, man, and I know this one was at number one for a minute, and it's a female collab, Gwen Stefani and Eve.
Yeah, that
Let
was
Me
a good
Blow
one.
Your Mind.
Yeah, Let Me Blow Your Mind was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. It sounded like a Dre track to me. Maybe it wasn't.
You
Was
know
it
what?
Dre?
I think that was a Dre track. That do sound like
Yeah,
a Dre track.
I think that was Dre on that, man. I don't want to say that, but I think
Man, you know what? I'm gonna ride with you on that.
Yeah.
I think that was a Dre track.
and,
I think that was a
that
Dre
was
track.
fire.
Yeah.
That was a dangerous one. So you know, the collabs are what kind of molds hip hop in a you know certain type of way, and it keeps it diverse, which I think is a wonderful idea. And if some of the younger artists, if y'all listening, just think about being original, but being creative, and not sounding like, you know, who you heard on the other album last week, because that's not really what it's about. It's really about being creative, you know what I'm saying? So y'all keep them collabs going. We're gonna keep doing what we doing. Y'all holla back. Peace. So that's all, y'all, for this edition of Music Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow and check out True Tuesday with K Money. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, B52 Scott Podcast, on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast.